Everyone, in this video I would like to show you how we can configure static routes. By different color, I tried to show you different networks in my topology. And as you can see, the network that I have over here, the purple one is different from the blue one, and the blue one is different from the yellow one, and it's different from the green and pink. As you can see, you are right. Basically, for each interface of a router, we have a specific network. So let's look at it this way. Well, R1 can access to yellow, purple, and blue network because it is connected to its interfaces. However, R1 is not aware of network, pink network and green network because he doesn't have any direct connection to those networks. So there is a way to make this connection and define a path that R1 can take and go to the green and pink network. So in order to do that, R1 needs to have access to the green network and pink network. What is green network? Is 10110. This is the network address for the green network. And what is the pink network? Is the 10120 network. Okay, so I will go to R1 and I try to make a static route, which means defining a manual route to the green and pink network. So for that reason, I need to go to the global configuration mode. So as you can see, I am in global configuration mode, and we configure the static route in the global configuration mode. And in order to configure the route, we have to write IP route. And then in the next step, I need to write the network that I want to go from R1. Let's say I want to define a static route from R1 to the green network, which is 10110. Yes, you are right. We have to write the network address. And space, I need to write the subnet mask. What is the subnet mask? We have a /24. So it's going to be 255.255.255.0. In the next step, so I define that from R1, I would like to go to this network. However, I have to say, what is my next hop in order to go to this network? What is my next move from R1? So from R1, as you can see, the next hop or the next move that you can take is going to be this interface. So R1 knows this interface. So the next hop for going to this network is going to be through this way. So I need to write this interface IP address. The interface IP address is going to be 88.88.88 dot, and I have 2 over here. So for the next hop, I have to write 88.88.88.2. So in this way, I defined a static route from R1 to the green network. And let's go from R1 to the pink network. So again, I will write IP route. But this time, the network that I want to go is going to be 10120 network, 10120 network. And the subnet mask that I have is a /24 again. So I will write the dotted decimal version of /24. Now I have to write the next hop. Again, for going from R1 to the pink network, I need to take this next hop. So again, the next hop address is going to be the same. So it's going to be 88.88.88.2. So I defined 2 static routes in order to go to this network. So I have right now R1 knows blue network, purple network, yellow network. because it's connected to its own interface. And also he knows green network and pink network. Let's check it out that if our routes are really configured. How we can check it? I use Control Z, so I go to the privilege exec mode as usual. We have, in order to see the output for the verification command, I have to use the privilege exec mode. So I will write show IP route in order to see the routing table or the way that he has to take in order to go to different networks. So I'm going to make it bigger. So as you can see, these are the networks that it was connected already to the router. As you can see, C stands for connected. This is connected. This is connected. This is connected. However, these are the two networks that we have defined, and as you can see, it says in the routing table of R1, in order to go to the network of 10110, you have to take this IP address as your next step. In order to go to 10120 network, you have to take 88.88.88.88.2 as your next hop address. So right now we are good with R1. So let's configure R2. R2 knows green network, pink network, and yellow network. However, he doesn't know these networks. So I would like to create a manual route from R2 to these two networks. I can use the same method, but let's change it a bit. I would like to use only one command in order to go to these two networks. So R2 knows this network. So anyway, because they are connected to its interfaces. So in order to use only one command, I can go to global configuration mode first. And as usual, I will write IP route. But this time, instead of defining the network address, I'm going to say, hey, R2, wherever else you want to go, rather than your connected networks, which is going to be yellow, green, and pink, you have to take this next hop address. So anywhere else. So when I'm saying anywhere else, I will show it by 0.0.0.0 means to any IP addresses. And I want to say to any subnet mask. So I say 0.0.0.0. So it means wherever you want to go, wherever else you want to go, you have to take the next hop address from R2. You have to take the next hop address of this one. So the IP address is going to be 88.88.88.1. That's it. And I will go to privilege exec mode to check my IP route. As you can see, these are the three connected routes that we have for R2. This one, this one, and this one. And this is the default route that we defined. Yes, default route. This time, I don't call it a static route. I will call it default static route because I didn't use a specific destination network. I said wherever else that R2 wants to go. So I used 0.0.0.0/0, means everywhere. And as you can see, the difference between R1 and R2, static routes, here we didn't have any asterisk. As you can see, this is a static route. However, here we have an asterisk which is showing that this is a default route. So by only one command, I connected R2 to the purple and blue network. So let's check that connectivity. So at this point, we want to see if we can reach out from one network to another network. First of all, we have to make sure that the configuration on our PC is correct. So I go to the PC. Well, we have the IP address subnet mask, but we don't have the default gateway. So I have to define the default gateway. So it's going to be, if I want to define the default gateway for this PC, what is the way, what is the door for this PC to get out of this purple network is going to be here, right? This interface. So the default gateway is going to be 192.168.10.1. Without a door out, you cannot go out to explore the world. It's the same thing for the PC in the purple network. Without the default gateway, there is no possibility for that PC to go and explore yellow, green, blue, and pink network. Okay, so I define this one, I close it. The same thing for this PC. I need to define the default gateway. The door for this PC to go explore the world is this interface. So it's going to be 192.168.11.1. And same thing for other PCs. So 10.1, 1 and 2. This is going to be this interface. So it's going to be 10.1, 2, 2. So I defined all the default gateways. Right now I want to go from the let's say I want to go from the blue network to the green network. So I will go to the command prompt and I try to ping the PC over here. So ping 10.1.1.10. So we'll wait to see if the ping is going to be successful. Yes. As you can see, that the ping is successful, and this message means that you have successful connection from the blue network to green network. I have to be able to reach out to any other networks, for example, pink network 10.1 to 10. Thanks for watching this video.